There we have it, the Fossil Gen 6, a smartwatch with which you can not only track all kinds of sports, receive messages from just about every app, text and call friends right from your wrist, but you can also download apps from the Google Play Store and you have offline music with your Spotify. So this watch has quite a lot to offer, and today I will show you the top 10 things to know about the Fossil Gen 6. Hey, my name is Leonard, you're watching the Product Reviewer, and that's me. Now first up, the price. Right now you can get this watch for around $300 on the Fossil web store. So it's in the same price range as some of the Galaxy 4 models. Unlike with the Fossil Generation 5 or the Generation 5e, we do not have another model available for the 6th generation yet, but I hope we get to see that in the soon future. And that's about it for the price, so let's head to some features. Now let's start with the new SpO2 tracker this watch has. And this one tracks your blood oxygen level all day. And unlike with other smartwatches, you get to see your history of your average value for different time spans. And all of that right on your watch. If we swipe to the right, we get to see our sleep tracker, which not only tracks your sleep duration for the last night, but also your light and deep sleep, as well as your wake time for the last week and month. The Fossil Gen 6 also has a weather widget, which shows you the weather for today. We have an alarm, stopwatch, and a timer, and a flashlight so you can find your way around to the toilet at night without tripping. Now, as long as your smartwatch is connected to your smartphone, you can download all kinds of apps right to your watch from the Google Play Store. You have a few predefined filters already, so you can look quickly for apps that you already have on your smartphone, apps for streaming audio, workout tracking apps, but you can also look for apps by typing the name of it in the searching bar. I don't think I have to mention that we have a heart rate tracker on here as well that tracks your heart rate 24/7, and we have a breathing session so you find your inner peace. This session can be between 1 and 10 minutes long. This smartwatch has quite a few watch faces to choose from. Just press down on the main watch face for 2 seconds and you can choose between simple analog watch faces, digital ones, or sporty ones, which shows you a lot of metrics. Most watch faces are even customizable to a certain degree. Depending on the watch faces, you can change up different things. On some, you can only change the font, and on some, basically all of the metrics that are displayed, like the heart rate, battery life, or Google Pay. And yes, we get NFC payment on this watch as well for contactless payment wherever you go. Now up to some sport modes. And like the Gen 5, the Gen 6 has a whole bunch of different sport modes to choose from. In actuality, we get right around 100 different sport modes. So we get the usual stuff like walking, running, and hiking and cycling. But we also get a big variety of different winter and water sports, HIIT training, dancing, or boxing workouts. I guess we get about everything but a real swimming mode. After acquiring the GPS, which only takes a few seconds, the workout will start after a 3-second countdown. For example, on a running workout, you then get to see your workout time, pace, your heart rate, and your burned calories. And you can control your music during your workout as well, right on your wrist. And after finishing your workout, you get to see a small summary of your workout stats. What might be important to some of you is the accuracy of the health and the GPS tracking. And right up front, I gotta tell you that the GPS on this watch is not that reliable. For some parts it works just fine, but sometimes it's all over the place. But at least you roughly get to see where you went. As for the step counting, the Gen 6 works just fine in my opinion, as well as for the sleep tracking. So a big crook thumb up for that one. For the heart rate, I compared the Gen 6 with the soon-to-peak 9, which always was pretty accurate in all of my testings. Now, on the heart rate, it was like 7 to 8 beats lower than it should be, and it was off by like 7 to 10% on the mileage. Well, not that big of a difference, but still worth mentioning. As for the battery life, we get 1 whole day if we have the always on display mode turned on, as well as the all-day heart rate monitoring and the SpO2 reading. But since we have 3 different battery modes, we can expand that battery life to a few days if we turn on the extended battery mode, and even longer if we turn on the time-only mode, even though it turns off all of the fun features. Now the Gen 6 also has a cool small feature that if the battery life drops below 10%, it turns automatically into the extended mode, and it only takes 30 minutes to charge it up to 80%. Pretty useful, right? Now, if you get that far into the video, please smash the like button and subscribe to my channel if you're new. Also, don't forget to click the notification bell to never miss out on any new content. And now back to the video. The 6th generation of the Fossil brand comes with a Google Voice Assistant. If you swipe to the right and press the mic icon, long press the middle button, or just say, "Hi Google," you can activate it. It gets your words pretty fast, and even though if you have background noises, it understands what you're saying quite well. Now, Unlike many of you probably think, you can not only do search requests, but you can also set a timer, start a workout, call your friends, and basically you will find a whole list of voice commands in the Wear OS app. Up to the next feature, which is the on-wrist calls. So with the Gen 6, you can call your friends and family right from your wrist, as long as you have your phone connected to it. You can either talk to them through your earbuds or use the built-in mic and speaker for the conversation. Now you can either choose one of your contacts from the contact list or just dial the number yourself. Now there's just one problem, which is that you look pretty goofy if you talk to your wrist. Usually with most smartwatches, if you want to control your music with your watch, the watch always has to be connected to your smartphone in some kind of way. But with the Fossil Gen 6, you can just leave your smartphone at home, since you can download all of your favorite playlists, tracks, and podcasts right to the watch. So what you need to do is over here in Spotify on your watch, select the track or list you want to download, and then scroll down just a little bit, and right over here you can toggle on download to watch. And straight away it will start downloading the whole playlist. And just like that, you will never need your smartphone anymore if you want to go for a run and want to listen to some music. Now just keep in mind that you will need a Spotify Premium account in order to use that. Next up are the specs and the design. The Gen 6 has a 1.28-inch AMOLED touch display with a resolution of 416 by 416 pixel. Now we can either choose a 22mm leather strap, a silicone strap, or you can have the whole thing as a stainless steel version. Like the Gen 5, we get 8GB of internal storage. We have 1GB of RAM. That and the new Snapdragon 4100 processor are making this watch run super smoothly when you want to swipe to the next tile or if you want to open up some apps. The Gen 6 has a stainless steel casing and a bezel that tempers off just a little bit towards the edges of the watch. As well as we get all kinds of sensors with this watch. Now we have an accelerometer, ambient light sensor, a jump compass, a gyro, and of course the heart rate, GPS, and an altimeter. Now this watch has 3 physical buttons on the side, of which the upper one and the lower one are fully customizable. Just go to personalization in the settings and then to hardware buttons. And over here you can set things up and connect them to any of your apps. The middle button is the back button or the home button, or you can use this one for navigation too, since it's rotatable. As well as the notifications. So we can just about receive any notifications from any app on your smartphone, like from WhatsApp, Instagram, Snapchat, email, missed calls. And the cool thing about it is that we can reply to most of them right from our watch. We can either choose one of the quick reply responses, type our very own message, or we can talk to the watch and it will dictate whatever you have said, which is pretty useful. In the Wear OS app, you can also turn on or off certain notifications, which gives you a little bit more room for customization and make this watch your very own. And folks, those were my top 10 things to know about the Fossil Gen 6. Now, if you want to know more about it, like tips, tricks, and hidden features, just click that video. And with that being said, see you next time. Peace.